So Yankees dropped the first game of a three-game set against the Reds, 5-4. Couple of highlights: Ben Rice, Aaron Judge. You know, Luis Hill got taken out of the game in the fifth inning before he could have fallen apart. So I definitely agree with that move. But it shows that the Yankees are they tried to put forth a rally, but it was too little, too late. And they got to come back tomorrow and hopefully win this game. So the Reds are a quietly good team, and I wouldn't be sleeping on these. I wouldn't be sleeping on folks, but it's clear the Yankees need some help, right? The Yankees have to improve their bench. We've talked about this. They need to improve their infield. And shout out to Gleyber Torres for getting an opposite field hit too today as well. So there are areas that they need to improve on. And I would not be surprised if they added another starting pitcher and moved Hill to the bullpen, Luis Hill to the bullpen. So I wouldn't be surprised, but it is what it is, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. By the way, we got Jonathan here, Jack. What's good, man? Who else we have here? Buckeye, there he is. Consiglietti, there he is. Aaron Judge is off. He's on absolute fire. Unbelievable. Yeah, JT's in the building too. Renzo, Chet, Richard, Stephen B, Joseph Rodriguez. What's happening, my man? Jonah. What's going on? What is going on? I think if they happen to get a superior left-handed reliever, that's when they'll probably DFA Ferguson. So, yeah, Schmidt and Cody Poteet are on their way back. And Chase Hampton has started his rehab too. So another one of the highly touted Yankees pitching prospects are on their way back, which is good. Some reinforcements are on the way, right, Brandon Moore? Yeah. Well, this is going to happen, but I mean, the Reds are a pretty athletic and pretty talented team. There's some good young players there. Bob's in the house. Daniel Berry, Mike Kowinski. What's happened? Raymond. J88. What is good? Shout out to everybody. Smack that like button, gang. Let's just celebrate. Let's be together. Hope you're all getting ready to celebrate the 4th of July. And hope you get to enjoy some fireworks and a couple of days off, maybe. Raymond's here. Yeah, I mean, Volpe is kind of slumping a little bit, but Torres is picking things up as well. So, but again, that's just the way that it is right now. The Yankees do need to add probably two contact bats and maybe 2 relievers. So we'll see who that is. I mean, I'm going to continue to put forth all the crazy trade proposals we keep hearing by people, and let me know what you think, because we're a month away from the trade deadline. So trade proposals are going to be nuts. They're really going to be nuts. So I'm going to keep putting them out. So if you're not subbed to the 161, make sure you do that before you leave. That way you don't miss it, because I want to continue to put them out. And let's see if there's any right now that may have popped up here. It's always fun. It's always fun finding these things. Let's see. We already talked about the Astros potential trade. Yeah, the Yankees should consider Nationals pen options. Yeah, we've talked about that, but it looks like the Nationals might be buyers now. Kyle Finnegan, their closer, would be a guy. Would be an interesting one. And the outrageous blockbuster I brought earlier, the 3-team trade between the White Sox and the Brewers. If you haven't heard that one, that one's completely insane. And then the other 2 trade proposals by a gentleman from the Athletic proposes they Nestor Cortez, Brock Selvage, and Roderick Arias to the Marlins for Jazz Chisholm. That was another one of their trade proposals I brought out. Ken's in the place. What do you know? Clemenza. What's happening? But keep listening up for these crazy trade proposals. There's going to be more. There's really going to be more. Let's see. New York here, Jack. Oh, by the way, Yankees Spencer Jones has made the 2024 Futures game roster. Him and Brock Selvage, 2 Yankees, have made the future games. So kudos to them. That's great, man. Yeah, I'm looking else here. And we talked about Vlad Guerrero. We talked about them scouting Cody Bellinger. Yeah, that's what we have. That's what we have right now. People are proposing all kinds of trades. Now, let me look up one more source area here, see if there's anything else that comes up in Yankee land. Ben Rice, he's still putting it together. He really, really is. Salvage might be called up. He might be traded. That's the. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Who's this? Earned. Well, the question, Stephen B, is can they trade for Bellinger without trading Rice? Because that changes things. If they don't have to trade Rice to trade Bellinger, then they can move Rice back to the catching position where he's a better defender. But he's been pretty solid defensively at first base. But because I'd like to keep Rice's bat in the lineup with Bellinger's bat if Bellinger came here. That's what I would do. But I don't know what what it would cost to get him. I'm not sure. But Bellinger would be a perfect spot, to bat right between Judge and Stanton at 4 spot, and then you can move Alex Verdugo to his more natural position, which is like 6. So, and I think it would lengthen the lineup a little bit and make it a heck of a lot more productive. Yeah, last year's trade deadline sucked, Billy. I mean, Cashman had 2 or 3 deals agreed upon, and he was overruled on all but one by Hal. So, and that was the Kane and Middleton deal that they made with the White Sox. And Middleton, I don't know where he signed this year, maybe with the Cardinals, but he's injured for the rest of the year. He's had surgery, so he's done. Did Joe, you discussed it with this team? Wasting your time. The team is 21 games over 500. So, what is ridiculous? Where do you expect them to be? 50 games over 500? It's a problem that they have the second best record in all of baseball. That's a problem, Joe. Do you think this is not going to happen? Just asking. I don't think Cashman's going to go desperate, but I think he's going to be aggressive. And I can't see a situation where they would trade away Jones or Dominguez unless you're getting Luis Robert or something like that, which I don't see happening. Now let's see here. Consigliere sent me an email. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I know, I'll check. Oh, here we go. Consigliere sent the trade. Oh yeah, this is the outrageous blockbuster. Yeah, this is the trade that I talked about earlier today. This is the trade that I talked about that was proposed by a couple guys on The Athletic. And it's between the White Sox and the Brewers, right? And in this particular trade, let me see if I can pull up the article. Read in. Okay. Of course not. Of course it's not opening now. Hang on one second. In this particular trade, Jason Dominguez goes to the White Sox. Alex Verdugo goes to the Brewers, and the Yankees get Luis Robert. But they also get Chase Hampton, and I think Chase Hampton goes to the White Sox also. And now I'm trying to find the article, Consigliere, because it was opening before, and now for some reason it's not opening. And the outrageous. Here we go, Blockbuster. Yeah, this is on. Where is it here? This particular. Okay, here we go. The Chicago White Sox receive number 1 prospect from the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. They also received Jefferson Caro, the Brewers number 2, Tyler Black, the Brewers number 3, Chase Hampton, the Yankees number 4, And Cooper Pratt, the Milwaukee number 9, and left-handed pitcher Brock Selvage, the Yankees number 10. The Milwaukee Brewers receive Garrett Crochet from the White Sox and Alex Verdugo from the Yankees. The Yankees receive Luis Robert from the White Sox and left-handed pitcher Hobie Milner from the Brewers. Now let's look up Hobie Milner. We all know who Luis Robert is, but Hobie Milner, a 33-year-old reliever. Now us giving up, Dominguez. He's 3-1 with a 481, 38 Ks and 39 innings pitched. A lefty. If they're giving up Dominguez and Verdugo, they might want a little bit more than that. But yes, thank you, Consuelo. I finally opened. But that's the details of that 3-team trade. What do you think, gang? I mean, that's kind of nuts. I'm a hard pass on Alex Bregman too. Like I said this yesterday or the day before, that Alex Bregman would be clearly represent the win now move, right? And I talked to some content creators recently. They were all about it. They're all about Alex Bregman because we got to win and blah blah blah. But the fact of the matter is, character does matter, and I'm not exactly sure that Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole would be okay with them bringing in Alex Bregman. So I think anything would be, anything that would disrupt their chemistry that they're building would not be welcome. No. Mellow. Of course you don't care about the record because you don't really, Who keeps feeding you these talking points, dude? Like, shit show. They lost 5-4. It's a shit show. It's not 19-4. What are you expecting them to do, Mel? See Morales. What's happening? Brandon, he could platoon. I would platoon him with Austin Wells at catcher and try to trade Jose Trevino. And if you don't have to trade Ben Rice for Cody Bellinger, I think. It depends on who you get, Robert. If you get Jazz Chisholm or Luis Rengifo, then you can move Volpe out of the leadoff spot. Of course you don't care about the record because you just care about talking points, Mello. The record matters. 21 games over 500, that matters. May not matter to you, but it matters. No way they're gonna win. They have been, Joe. And the trading deadline hasn't happened yet. They still, they will be dressing some moves, some holes. These card that Boone has. So what card? What card? Well, exactly. I mean, they were on like a historic pace in the first 2 months. Yeah, I think a day off would do Volpe some good too, Ken. I agree with that. New people in the front office, like who? Mello, who? Who? Yeah. I'm not disputing Trevino's got to go. We know that. Shut down killer. Just move him to the bullpen and then he'll still have like 100-something innings, and then next year you add a little bit to that, little by little. Move him to the bullpen when Clark Schmidt comes back, and that's what I would do if you want to keep Hill and his arm. He's got a big arm, and let's not demolish his arm. Let's just move him to the bullpen for the rest of the season, and have Schmidt replace him at the end of rotation if you don't get another starter. And they might. Yeah. They're probably looking for a trade, C. Morales. I'm guessing that way they can justify moving Ben Rice back to catcher to platoon with Austin Wells. Especially if you bring in somebody like Bellinger, then you have an upgraded first base, you have an upgraded catcher, and you have good bats on both sides. So we'll see what happens. We don't know. We have no idea. Well, did anybody expect Luis Hill coming off Tommy John to sustain that dominance all year? Like, you know. Yeah. Well, exactly, Consay. Yeah, it seemed like they're giving up an awful lot to not get much back. I mean, Luis Robert's a beast, but that's a lot to give up. Verdugo, Selvage, Chase Hampton, and Jason Dominguez. I would want Crochet and Luis Robert. At least those two. Oh, we're very spoiled, Eddie Morales. No doubt about that. But baseball has evolved. The sport's gotten better. Other teams have gotten better. They've also got billionaire owners now that we're pumping more resources and finances into the team that are going to make it easier. And the better the teams are at the season, the lower they pick in the draft. The Yankees have picked in the bottom of the draft for the last 2 decades plus. So they don't get the Jackson Holidays of the world. They don't. They don't get those guys. Chat, we don't know. Maybe Trevino's got a better rapport with Hill. We don't know. We have no idea. That trade was proposed by, I think, a couple guys on The Athletic. James, that crazy trade. No. Oh, hold on. Let's be nice to each other here, gang. Let's be nice. No, I do not think they'll get Vlad Guerrero. Brandon, I don't. You'd think so, Rob. I mean, there should be a salary floor. That way the Yankees aren't having to give $100 million of their profit every year into revenue sharing. There should be a damn salary floor. Got you, Jonah. Got you, Jonah. I don't think. I mean, I would go after Cody Bellinger before I went after Vlad Guerrero Jr. They're scouting Bellinger hard right now. So I don't know that they're doing the same thing with Guerrero Jr. But for those that, I've said this before. For those that don't know, Vlad Guerrero said last couple of years he would never play for the Yankees, right? They want to beat the Yankees and so on. Well, there's a reason for that, right? Vlad Guerrero Sr., his dad, the Hall of Famer, Brian Cashman had an agreement to sign him to be a Yankee, and he was overruled by George Steinbrenner, who instead signed Gary Sheffield on a 3-year deal. He overruled Cashman to bring in Sheffield instead of Vlad Guerrero Sr. Since then, there's been a beef. Bring stars. Well, stars don't always do it either, so I think we need a couple of contact bats, in all honesty. I don't even consider Bellinger a star bat. Yeah, 100% of revenue share. Exactly. They shouldn't be getting any damn revenue share. Ben Rice can be moved to catcher, Ethan. He's a he's a solid defender and has a better arm than Jose Trevino. And again, you know, I would like to keep Ben Rice's bat here. So if you can trade for Cody Bellinger and not have to give Ben Rice up, I would move Ben Rice to catcher and then have Bellinger at first base. That way you have an upgrade at both positions offensively. To me, it would be intelligent to move for this team. Can they do it? I have no idea, but that's what I would try to do. Yeah. Oh, Griffey's beef. Yeah, yeah. Griffey's beef was a discrimination beef, not Guerrero's, but Griffey's was. Pass the baton bats, pass the baton bats. Well, you kind of do get text Buckeye, exactly. Plugging holes and more holes. Well, we haven't plugged anything yet, Ethan. We'll see what they do. Oh yeah, Steve Bain. They had a deal, and it was overruled by George Steinbrenner. Can't blame Cashman for that. Can't. You blame the boss for that. Yeah, John Birdie's coming back. I think he's going to bring value on the bench. And maybe they can get someone else to add to the bench as well. Well, the problem with Vlad and Cody is they play the same position, C. Morales. So you won't get both of them. And there's no position for Cody to play in the outfield. So that's the other thing. Your insiders are telling me Vlad to Texas, Biggio to the die. Who are the insiders? Tim King. Who are the insiders? I could see Bo Bichette going to the Dodgers before Kevin Biggio. Yeah. Not necessarily, Ken. They have $100 million coming off the books this offseason, and they have multiples of $10 million coming off the next 3 years afterwards. So, and I would imagine any trade for Bellinger would come with an offsetting salary of whether it be Tommy Kahnle or Ron Marinette or something like that. They would offset a chunk of that. But how's the rest of the season? $30.15 million. They still own $15 million this year. Okay, is that right? Bichette's good. The Yankees don't need him, but he is good. There's a possibility that Cody plays worse than Rizzo and Rice. Well, there's a possibility for anything, Ethan. That's a risk you take. I think word lifer Spencer Jones just made the futures game, and he had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs yesterday. Spencer Jones is bad as returning now. He's made adjustments to his swing. Don't be surprised if he's up here in 2025. So I would just keep an eye out on Spencer Jones. I wouldn't sleep on him. That definitely would not sleep on him. Would I trade Bellinger for Guerrero or vice versa? I would trade Guerrero for Bellinger if I had the choice, Bob. For Dutton, yeah, okay, that's your opinion, Mark, but yeah. Well, it's just a collective seal. I mean, what do you call it? Hill struggled, and he gave up 4 runs. Caleb Ferguson gave up the other one. And you know, Yankees kind of slowly crawl back. They really did. And again, they took it to 5-4, but it was too. It's a little too late. Who are you asking that, Lorenzo? Who are you asking that? I would imagine they're probably going to be. My uncle works at the New York Post, and that makes him a Yankees insider. That's one of the probably the least reliable sources for Yankees content. Just not a hit on your uncle, and just the Post itself. And I'm honestly not sure if Vlad's going to get traded, but we'll see. Wink, I think he's tired. Hell, you know, I think he's hitting his innings limit where he can be effective, and I think it might be wise to transition him into the bullpen at this point. I think it would be. Donovan, Scott, McMahon, and Diaz. That's a pretty monster deadline right there, Jack. Pretty monster deadline, dude. But I like it. I like it, dude. Ethan, I have no issue with that. I mean, I really don't care if they get Bellinger or not. You know, I would rather get a second baseman and a third baseman. I'm fine with that. Yeah. The Reds got an early jump on us, you know. So, and it got to Hill. And, they took him out in the fifth, and that was it. And Ferguson came in and coughed up a home run. One of those guys was on base that Hill put on base, so he gets credit for that fourth run. Yeah, Kevin Biggio's already in the Dodgers. Bo Bichette hasn't been traded yet. No. Yep, Bobby Bonilla until 2035. Yes, they do. Thank you to the Birmingham the Madoff Foundation. Yeah. Starter in the bullpen. Yeah, don't be surprised if they have pitching. I mean, I put out yesterday and this morning that the Yankees are actively looking for bullpen help right now. Right now. So they could be making trades in the next couple of days for all we know. That's why I'm keeping my eye on, like, what the heck's going on here to see if we find out anything. And I'll take a look right now to see if they do anything. Nothing yet. No. Nothing yet. Yeah, I mean, Bo Bichette, a lot of people are predicting to the Dodgers. Tim King, a lot of people are predicting him to the Dodgers. Yeah. Well, we don't need Bichette Morales. Yeah. Yeah. Closer and better roster management. Mm-hmm. Cody sucks in the spotlight. Let's see the 40 likes. Let's get them likes up. Let's try to get Let's try to get those thumbs up to 100. Okay, if we can. Bichette, young, fast contact power. A lot of guys have that. Yeah. Patrick Corbin. I didn't kill Cash for not signing him. I didn't care. People were obsessing over Patrick Corbin for what? My goodness gracious. He got way too much money, and he has not been worth the money. Like 140 million or something like that, Tim King. But I do remember a lot of people slaughtering Cashman for it. Talking about Soto ain't worth the money. Of course they are. What other chats you talking about, CeeLo? Joseph, Jazz Chisholm, their second baseman? Maybe. Vlad could wind up in Boston. That would be crazy, wouldn't it, CeeLo? In the star, like exactly, Texas. Oh, I love that. I love it. Yeah, I don't think Bichette's going to make any cosmetic changes. I would agree with that. Yeah, Corbin. I bypass Corbin. Yeah. Most people in the business. Well, the only people I honestly rely on are the GMs and a couple of beat writers who have the inside scoop on the Yankees. But appreciate the intel, Tim King. Keep it coming, dude. Keep it coming, brother. Jared Kelnick, he got traded to the Braves, Mark, from the Mariners to the Braves. When is this Judge can I know. Any day now, word life for any day, he's gonna start hitting the ball. Like, my God. Can make a trade with the Reds for their 10 infield. Yeah, no kidding, Nathan, right? They have a lot of them. I don't know if they get rid of Ferguson just yet. They've got to replace him first, I think. Rice. He doesn't suck at catcher. He's got a good bat. He's known for his bat, that's for sure. Doing some of that math, Ken. That's what I'm saying. They would have to offset some money. They most definitely would have to offset money to get a Bellinger. Which is why it's more likely they're going to get like a Chisholm or a Renhefo or both of them or something like that. Something like that. It could be Poteet in the rotation, Hill in the bullpen. It could be or Schmidt. I mean, it could be one of those guys. Yeah. Yeah, Hill's young and he's coming off Tommy John. So we got to be patient with the guy. And at this point, I think it's time to transition him to the bullpen, most likely, just to protect him. Just to protect him. It'll be a good idea to protect his health. Well, nobody's making trades right now, Brandon, because the price tags haven't been made public yet, so we're established. So nobody's making trades right now. It's not only the Yankees that aren't trading; it's everybody. Because these teams, you have teams that are right at 500, under 500, are still contention. So like teams that we thought were going to be sellers are going to be buyers, and it's going to change how other teams approach the deadline, including the Yankees. We're going to have probably less teams that they get to deal with, and this is just a fact that we have to deal with. No, that's the reality of it right now. Our opinions don't change. Nobody's opinion changes that. But I mean, Hill's a young player, a young pitcher, so he's got to learn. A lot of developing and learning to do. No, there's no doubt he's got a big arm. There's no doubt about that. No, they don't suck, Johnny TD. 21 games over 500 doesn't suck. But people like to feed folks these talking points on a daily basis. They still pawn themselves off as real fans. It's like ridiculous, but whatever. Vlad to Boston would suck for the Yankees, but I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if Boston got him. Where you bring? Where's Johnny T? Was this real talk? Where you bring this from? Where's this coming from? Yeah, no kidding. That freaking he launched that home run today. That was just a straight up line drive. It took like 2 seconds to get out of the stadium. It was awesome. And he's 2 home runs ahead of where he was in 2022 when he hit 62. He's also like 20 RBIs ahead of where he was too. So why would he go to the Mets, Johnny TV? Who's feeding you that terrible talking point? WFAN or somebody else sharing a lot of real talk tonight? Mhm. Yeah, they got to get through this. That's for sure. They'll make some moves, but I don't know when or what they're going to be. But that's unfortunately, we just have to wait and see. The deadline's still a month away. Yeah. Alex Rodriguez coming out of timing. There you go, Demon D. There you go, baby. Power lefty and 1 and 2 contact bats. Yeah, something like that, the Virginia. Something like that. This is, we just started July. October is what matters, not July. The best player on the planet. Yeah, good one, Mark Gates. Oh, man. Well, the other thing, to your point, too, Kenneth, they would have to fortify the infield defense to maximize Cody Bellinger's skill set at first base. You want to have better infielders, right? So, but he's here for his back. That's why he would be here, mostly. Right, TD. Okay. Slow death. Yeah. Oh, they do all the time, Demon Day. They do that, or they get like a real talk from other channels. So, yeah. Orioles are up 1-0 in the fourth. No surprise. They're a good team. Yeah, he probably will get traded from the Blue Jays. Same here, Dean. I'm riding with my Yankees no matter what. Yeah. Yeah, his batting average is like 30 points higher, John. Yes, it is. In 2022 at this point. It's like from 280 to 310 or something like that. It's pretty. He's having a much better, trending to have a much better year, which is fantastic. Oh, Johnny. I feel bad for you, dude. I'm a John Rocker fan. Yeah. Yeah. And again, like, John, if you're talking about Louis Hillman, he's coming off Tommy John. So he's already pretty much matched his season high in innings. Anything beyond this point is gravy. So this is where you have to be careful. Right? Tim Anderson got DFA'd. I saw that. Yeah. Maybe he's pick him up. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. Why would he go to the Mets? Why? Um, let's see. He has 996 fielding percentage. 1 error and 255 total chances. Tied for second on the team in assists while leading the squad with 97.1. No, 0.971 defensive zone rating. Was a finalist for a Gold Glove. There's that. Now let's see. It looks like he's a solid defender. Looks to be a solid defender, Cody Bellinger. We'll see. He's not even here yet, so you know. Well, he could have the best right-handed season for about C. Morales. I wouldn't say about ever like all time, but he could have one of the best right-handed seasons, no doubt about that. C. Morales, I'm on that. Go ahead, be upset, Johnny. Johnny, the Reds are actually a pretty decent team, so it's one game. I mean, I don't have a issue in which order they bat Buckeye. Honestly, like whether it's Judge Soto or Soto Judge, I'm okay either way. I'm more worried about what they do on the opposite ends at 1 and 4 that I think would benefit them. But I'm fine swapping the two. I really am. Soto's still on his way to he's probably gonna have 35 home runs, almost 40 home runs, and 100 plus RBI. So he's still gonna have a good season. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised, Ken. The Dodgers, I expect them to make a big trade or two at the deadline. I definitely, and I think I expect the Padres to do the same. Probably the Mariners. And in terms of being buyers, probably I'll look out for the Guardians and the Royals too. Yes, yeah, exactly, Tim King. This is a great point. Just as low as the Yankees, they're top 4. Yeah. Yes, they are. They have injury problems just like the Yankees do. Well, yeah, to your point too, the Orioles have had like a top 5 draft pick for a decade straight, right? And that goes every round of the draft. So the Yankees pick in the back of the round. The Orioles pick at the top of the round. So you definitely it's easier for them to get better players to, accelerate through the systems a little bit quicker than the Yankees do. That's why the Yankees had to revamp their scouting department and their player development department to stay up with places like franchises like the Orioles. Mm-hmm. Yamamoto's on the IL, Tim King. He's on the IL with a shoulder problem. So is Mookie Betts on the IL with a broken wrist or forearm or something like that. Nah, I think Chad Green had his time here. He was a guy I liked when he was here. Yeah. Paranormal. What's happened, Paranormal? Not this coming Saturday. The Saturday after, Ken. The whatever that is. What is that? What about the 13th or whatever that Saturday is? Let's see. Who's feeding you these ridiculous expectations, Johnny TD? Huh? He's batting 244 with 9 home runs, 43 ribbies. So he's still on point. He's still on pace to get 20 homers, 85, 90 ribbies. That's not a bad season for him, and he's a defense first contact bat. So I'll take that. I'll take that. And most likely he'll be here for the year, and that's it. No. I think they need to improve paranormal. I think they need to improve in the infield and in the bullpen. Yep. Infield and the bullpen. It's Texas, man. If anybody wants a membership, Texas just gifted 5 free memberships. Really, thank you so much, Texas Buckeye. You are the king of Texas, man. You really, really are. Let's definitely thank you, Texas, for its generosity, man. The best. Yeah. So it's in 2 Saturdays. Yeah. Anybody wants the membership, go message Texas. Talk to Texas about it. I think the Yankees can win the series too. Yeah. Yeah, Verdugo's cold. So is Volpe. Right? That's what happens. Have a great night, Jack. They're better than you think, Johnny TD. You're the man. Texas, you really are the man. Can't thank you enough, my friend. No. Arenado. Yeah. I'm going to pass on Arenado. Barney, you had a trivia question for us? I didn't see it. I'm sorry. What was the trivia question? Sometimes it scrolls way too fast. Sometimes the comments scroll way too fast, Barney. What's the trivia question, my man? Yeah, Volpe slumping too. We'll be fine. Whatever you say, Johnny TD. Who's giving you all this real talk, Johnny TD? Mason Miller, I don't. I'm going to pass on Mason Miller. I'm a hard pass on Miller. Well, Downey's got a big arm, but I pass on him. I've said that from the beginning. I have ad revenue, John. I have ads on all of my videos. That shows that the channel's monetized. If you look at my videos, I have ads on all of them. There's no active ads during a live stream, John. They don't get interrupted with ads. Once they're uploaded, they might be put in the live streams, but besides from that, that's how it works on YouTube, Jonah. That's how it works. E Frost would help too, Joseph. Yeah, I would agree. And there's no active ads in live streams, Jonah. Who's talking about championship team, Johnny? You're way ahead of yourself. I'm going to ask you again. Who's giving you all this real talk? You seem to be hesitant answering that question. These aren't only your original possessions. Somebody's feeding these to you. Who is it? Just say who it is. Own it. Yeah. Yeah. And that's how it works, Jonah. That's just how it works. Okay. Yeah, Stephen Kwan he's definitely he doesn't have the requisite at bats to make it eligible, but he's definitely way ahead in the batting title. Yeah. Mason Miller going to the Braves. I can see him go to the Braves. I can see him go to the Orioles too, so I'd watch out. Paranormal, maybe. I don't find them very entertaining. Aspirations fans have. What fans, Johnny? And we have aspirations too, but we also live in reality. We live in reality too. We don't trash people for clicks. So other people can do that. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. We'll call it when it's bad, but we're not going to just lie down and give up on our team. We don't do that. Uh, Diaz from the Rockies for catching. Yeah, Elias Diaz. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that, Paranormal. Yeah, Quan he's legit. He's having a great year. Cody doesn't have a maturity issue, Ethan. Vlad does. Cody also bats lefty. I wouldn't bat a righty in between two other righties. I want to have that variety. And Cody can also play outfield if they need him to play the outfield. He's got positional versatility, whereas Guerrero does not. That's why. It's all good, Ethan. We appreciate that, Buckeye. We really do. Yeah, we don't talk about other channels on here just so we're clear. We don't talk about other channels. Other channels doing their things, but we don't talk about them. We don't troll other channels like they do here. But it's all good, man. Tanner Scott, yeah, I mean he's a guy that I would definitely be interested in. These rumors, these are just proposals, Paranormal, that people are putting out. I don't think they're going to get Guerrero or Alonso, to be honest with you. I think Alonso gets moved, but I'm not sure about Guerrero. But Guerrero's apparently changed his tone about not coming to the Yankees. He's now open to coming to the Yankees. But I don't know if he could be using the Yankees to. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, that's the thing too, Paranormal. Yeah, I mean, Cody or Jazz probably is more realistic than Guerrero. They were never 30 games over 500, Johnny. Not yet. And they're 21 games over 500. But Ethan, who are you referring to in batting sixth? Yeah, I saw that, Ken. They put Montgomery on the IL. They got their center fielder. I did see that. Guerrero, I could see to the Astros. I could see Pete Alonso to the Astros too because they have not replaced yet Jose Abreu. Yeah, C. Morales. I mean, he's not overweight right now. He looks like he's in very good shape, but he does have a tendency to fluctuate with his weight. That's for sure. C. Morales. No doubt about that. No doubt about that at all. Yeah. Alonso to the Brewers, to the Astros, even to the Mariners. I would watch out for. So but we do the best we can, John. The chats go up and down and up and down. So, try to keep entertain as many comments as I can, and get everybody engaged in the conversation. So, close enough to make you think they were the best in both leagues. But we weren't saying it was going to be that way the whole entire season. We enjoyed it while it lasted. We also know that they go up and down, just like the Dodgers. People were handing the Dodgers the title, bro, and they got Yamamoto and did all this, Ohtani. Oh, God, let's hand the Dodgers the World Series title. Remember that? I remember it all the time. People were doing it almost every day. But, it doesn't make any sense. This is July. It's not October. We have to be patient. Oh, Corey, come on. Let's not do that. Let's behave. The aspirations are high. That's fine, Johnny. But that doesn't mean we can't be realistic about it too. It doesn't mean we can't factor in they're gonna lose too. They're gonna have injuries too. All right. We cover all those bases here all the time. We leave room for that, right? Which is why that's reality. That's the reality of baseball. 162 game season. Do I think? I think they might sell a little bit. Tim King, not a lot, maybe a little bit. Yeah, the season's been pretty damn good. Dodgers are making Steinbrenner moves. Yeah, let's see if they win like Steinbrenner now. That's the question. That's the question, right? So I can't tell this team right now is good. Why can't I, Johnny? A good team can't lose. Rowdy Tellez going to get DFA'd soon. Could be. It could be. Good teams can't lose. Let's see. Well, games aren't over yet, but Dodgers. They don't even have the best record in the National League. 76 likes. We need 24. 24 more to get to 100. Yeah, I mean, we have to. This is 2024. This is a different Yankees team. The game is different. People who name call. Oh, we don't call people names here, Johnny. We don't. Other channels do all the time, and they accuse you of being, not real fans if you don't agree with them. That's beta male. It's the very definition of it. It could be the Phillies' year. Phillies are fantastic. Well, but they just lost Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber to the IL, so it depends on what they do. I expect them to bring in a bat. I really do. This season's fantastic, St. Morales. And again, they're gonna have who called your name? Johnny TD? Who are you talking? Yeah. Jay's moving Vlad or Bichette. I could see them moving Kikuchi. I could see them moving Bichette because he's got value. I can't honestly I can't. I don't see them moving Vlad. I don't see them moving Vlad. I just don't. Let's cool it with names, folks. Let's cool it with names. Yeah, you're welcome to your opinion, Johnny. But don't think that people are gonna they're not gonna disagree with it. Most of us in here don't think the Yankees suck. You know? 21 games over 500 definitely doesn't suck. So, that would be phenomenal. There with like Cole kind of leading the Yankees back to. Oh God, yeah. Sign me up for that, baby. Yeah. Kikuchi to the Cardinals. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen, honestly. Uh, let's cool it, people. Let's cool it, people. And you keep saying the same thing, Johnny. The Yankees suck, suck, suck. Maybe you might want to, ever thought about coming up with anything constructive? Just a question, just a thought. Yeah, I think the Yankees are going to be fine, Ethan, too. And yes, do we get frustrated? No doubt. When they have a slump, no doubt. Of course we do. There's no a doubt about that. Absolutely, we do. But this is a long season. This is a long season. Yeah. Right, Morales. Yeah, something to bring value to the conversation. Just a thought, right? I'm like right down the middle right now, Ken, on Texas. I don't know whether they're going to be a buyer or a seller, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think Soto's hurts, Corey. Yeah, and you're entitled to your opinion, Johnny. But again, if people don't agree with you, they don't agree with you. Again, I'm going to keep asking people, but let's be respectful of each other, okay? Rodon has improved, yeah. They're going to have rough spots too, there's no doubt. We'll see Stanton in a few weeks, AD Morales. We'll see if he'll see him in a few weeks. We'll definitely see him in a few weeks. Oh God, Wink! I would love Garrett Cole to throw a no hitter or a perfect game here. I would love for him to, get. He's got one of the three things. I also wanted him to pitch a no hitter, and I want him to win a World Series here with the Yankees. So we're one down. We got two to go for Garrett Cole. We do, and I want Judge. I just want this team to win a World Series. Yeah, Johnny, you're trying to bait people. It's not going to work here, dude. He's having a better year than last year. Nobody can tell whether he's worth the money right now. It's only 2 years into his deal. That's a pointless conversation to have. Baiting people is not going to work here. Yeah, I don't know. The Rangers have they need DeGrom back, and I know Scherzer's back now, but they still need more. That's your opinion, Johnny. That's your opinion. I don't think we'll need Hill in the playoffs either, Joseph. Yeah. Spencer Jones, I'm not sure if he'll be brought up this year. I think he's going to be part of the 2025 plans. It's funny, Johnny made a glass. So did a lot of people that trash him on their channels who can't take people when people disagree with them. Who just can't handle that. They made a glass too. Kind of, hey Tiffany, how are you, Tiffany? Good evening. That's not a good example, Pavano. Yeah, and Cole didn't want to sign with the Astros after that cheating thing, so I'm glad he came here. And I'm AD. I'm a hard pass on Bregman. And honestly, I don't think Judge and Cole would be okay with an Alex Bregman trade here. I'm not exactly sure they would do that. Nick Birdie, apparently in like a month. Well, I think both of them in a month. As far as we know right now, Nick Birdie and John Birdie. Pavano didn't pitch here. He was hurt almost the whole time. Rodon's had a much better year than he did last year. It's a huge difference, dude. It's a huge difference. And he's got 4 years left on his deal. So, exactly. We tried, again, we like to bring a thorough understanding of baseball. We also like to have perspective, and there's not a lot of other places that bring that. We do. Demon D, you crazy. If we're down to a splitter, I think you would. Yeah, they need to improve their pitch repertoire. There's no doubt about that. Honestly, Davey, I don't think you would want either, to be honest with you. And wouldn't blame him. I couldn't blame him. We've got 4 years left with Rodon. Richard, yes. Johnny, you're picking terrible arguments. Do you have anything to bring to the conversation? Dude, pulling at strings here. Show no class, yellow at players. He also owned up to it. Judge talked to him, and then he owned up to it publicly. I give him credit for that. I'm not asking you to, but I give him credit for that. He was out of line, and he owned up to it. I don't think he'll be replaced by Shelley Duncan, Jonathan. Kratz. Kratz, yeah, another catcher. Yeah. We appreciate you. Appreciate you, C. Morale, as always, man. Clark's supposed to come back in the end of this month, before the deadline. Army Shaman. That's a good one. Tiffany, it's good to hear you're doing better. I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. James Rosen. I don't know about that, 80. I'm not sure. This guy. The NFE, there he is. NFE, there he is. The enforcer's in the place. In the building. Yeah, I think Rodon will be fine. 3, is your leg feeling better, NFA? Is your leg feeling better, Ron? Good. Keep rehabbing, man. Keep that thing healthy, man. Jacob Petruzzi's in the building. What's good, Jacob? Yeah. Taylor Rogers. There's going to be a lot of names talked about in the next 4 weeks. It's going to be crazy. It really is. We play Boston again. Yeah, we play Boston in a couple days. After this series, we play Boston. Yes, indeed. You could bet your house on it, Johnny. Go for it. I don't think he's replaced if they fail the season, Jonathan, personally. But we'll see. That's the least of my worries. That's the least of my worries. Yeah, we still have quite a few guys coming back. Schmidt to come back, Brubaker to come back, Efrost to come back. So we've got quite a few coming back. Hamilton needs to come back. Birdie need to come back for Trevino Potita. I mean, that's almost 10 guys right there that we don't have right now that could be contributing. None of which are Bloom's fault. Hicks, yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yep. Hicks, oh my God. The Yankees owe him $19 million. My goodness. It's everything's Bloom's fault, NFA. We know that. Everything. Got to get rid of him, man. Cashman. You got to bring in Manny Acta to manage the team. Mm-hmm. And especially Ethan, when you come back from Tommy John, one of the last things they get better is your command. And they will have command issues. He's got electric stuff in his arm, no doubt about it, but he's going to have command issues when things get hard, and that's when you got to really buckle down and work on your pitch repertoire. He's not there yet. He's very young. He's got to waste. He has to develop still. Yeah. People just panic all the time because they're fed this all the time from a couple other channels, Ethan. It's honestly like Jordan Hicks and Joseph. I get you, man. Yes, he is a decent manager, TD. Yes, he is. I mean, it could be a combination of things. He could be just getting tired too. He's, again, he's already reached his innings limit. Innings plateau, I should say. Plateau. So. We appreciate that, Tiffany. Thank you. Far too many people blame Moon for everything. Far too many. It's blames the scapegoat, but again, you have a couple of channels who just they blame Boone for everything on a regular basis, on almost on a daily basis, and you get a lot of people that bring that into here. You know? We appreciate that, NFE, and Strike Zone is a great channel too, man. If you want, again, more honest, good, accurate Yankee content, make sure you're sub to the Strike Zone too, please. It's one of the OGs right there. One of the OGs. Hey, no name calling to Johnny. Cool out, man. Breaking news: Hicks was selling hot dogs. He got hit by judges home run film at 11. Brian laughed into it too. I love it, dude. We need 27 subs for Strike Zone to get to 700. Oh my gosh. If anybody isn't if there are 27 people who are not subbed yet to the Strike Zone, please do that. Let's try and see if we can get him. See if we can get him up to 700 right now. That would be awesome if we could do that, man. Ethan, we appreciate you whenever you come on, man. We appreciate you whenever you come on. We appreciate all of you when you come on. We understand people have lives, families. I do too. I've got 3 daughters, so totally get it. Totally get it. Exactly. At least you're spreading the love. Yeah. TD lost big dollars. Big dollars on what, TD? Ethan, man, we appreciate that too. We really do. If you're pissed off because you lost big dollars, I understand that. I know a lot of people who lose big dollars on gambling on stuff, if that's what you did. Yeah. We got a sub. Jonas sub to the Strike Zone. We love it. Where do you see Warren Pereira? Well, Pereira's got Tommy John. He's going to be recovering. With that said, I could see Warren Pereira traded. I can even see Ramirez traded for a bigger piece. I could see that. Well, it's exactly. I mean, Ken makes a point, right? Good point, an important point. The right audience will come to the channel, right? And again, like whatever vibe you put out, whatever mojo you put out, is the type of energy that you're going to bring to the channel, right? And that's, it could be therapeutic for some, it could be something for others. So you never know. Some people need anger and frustration and trashing. There are channels for that. Some people need zen and kind of chill. There's channels for that. So it depends on what your taste is. But collectively, they're all different kinds for the Yankee fans. They really are. We just like to keep it cool here. Let out your steam, Johnny T. Just go ahead, brother. Let it out. if he's getting all the love, dude. Tomorrow's another day, TD. Go for man. I'll wrap this up anyway. In a second, I gotta go up and take a quick shower. Joseph, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Really, really, really appreciate it. And you got a great team over there too, Cardinals, man. You really do. You really do. So, but I appreciate your support, Joseph. Yeah, we love. Yeah. All right, fine. We love NFE. It's fine. Yeah. I appreciate that, man. Ethan, thank you for the kind words. No, I try to bring productive. Like somebody put out a video today. Breaking news: the Yankees have these players in mind. That isn't breaking news. Okay, that's clickbait. Like I don't do that. Try to put out what's worthy of listening to and sharing with you. That's what I put out videos on. Right? If news happens, we do that. Put it out because I want you to be in front of the line when the news comes. I mean, go live. I want you to be part of the discussion. So, like everybody knows that the Yankees have these people in mind. They have everybody in mind. That's not breaking news. Breaking news is when the Yankees actually sign for somebody, when they actually trade for somebody, and so on, right? And they call up somebody. That's breaking news because that's an actual move that is involving with the Yankees, right? Now, speaking of which, let's do a quick look again, just to see if anything has happened. Okay, nothing yet here. Let's go to Y. We have anything here? No. No, I'm just getting Ben Rice getting some love here. Aaron Judge getting some love here too. Has Luis Hill hit a wall after his red hot start? It looks like he has. That's not surprised. He's young and he's coming off a big injury. No surprise. Oh. All right, nothing yet. No, nothing yet. Yeah, no, we're just hearing this. We're seeing the same stuff here. So, nothing yet. That's what we got for you, gang. That's what we got for you. So, go enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. There's no other news. So, but again, if it comes in the middle of the night, early in the morning, whenever it is, you will get it. Either from myself or NFE at the Strike Zone, Ford Train Express, Pinstripe Chronicles, The Shift, all these gangs. All of them. Empire Sports Media, Fireside Yankees. Okay. And if you guys are around Saturday night, we're going to have a round table of Yankee content creators, and we're going to collectively put our minds together and talk about the trade deadline, best fits in Yankees. We're also going to give our predictions as to what the Yankees will actually do. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that very much. So, but peace and love to you. Thank you so much for all of your support. Hit the likes on the way out. If you haven't subbed yet, please do that too. And please sub, please, to the Strike Zone. Let's support our guy NFE. Let's try to get him to 100. Let's try to get to that 700. But have a great night, everybody. Texas Buckeye, thank you again for your generosity. Love you all. Have a great night. See you all tomorrow.